Another video from Auto Salvage Outlaws. We're going to go over today's topic is how to get your title, salvage title, changed over to a regular title. In some states, you have to go through what they call a person that holds a rebuilder's license. A lot of your dealers, your dealerships, your scrap yards, auto body shops will have rebuilder's license. I know in our state this year, when you go, if you hold a license to any of these kind of shops, that it's going to be automatically put on your license come renewal time, and that's usually in October and November. And it, like in our state, we have to take our car to one of them and pay them a fee to get our car inspected, which is roughly, we found one person that's it's like $250 to have it inspected. That's as soon as we get through with it. All this rain and stuff has just got us kind of backed up. We had some bad weather this past Sunday and knocked off the internet, so we wasn't able to do anything on the internet Sunday. I guess it was a day to take a break. But we're back here today to go over some things that a lot of people don't know. And I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube about this, and there's nothing that shows or tells anybody how to take a rebuilt, a salvage title and change it over to a rebuilt title. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're also going to give you a site that, another site that we buy from, and you can pretty much buy just about anything off there. And a lot of our homestead community can get on that other site and buy a lot of stuff that's benefit to the homestead community. We have a lot of subscribers from the homestead community because when we first did our YouTube channel a few years back, that's what we was doing it on. But let's get started. We're going to go to Copart first. And any vehicle you buy right here off of here, majority of them's going to, there's some on there that's going to have clean titles, but the majority of them is going to be salvage vehicles. Let's go. We'll just pick out one. I'll show you, go about getting one, and then we'll go through the process of getting the salvage title swapped over to a regular title. You just search inventory, and you can find some pretty good deals on there, but you just got to know what you're buying before you buy. And that's just like if you just go buy a regular vehicle, from an individual, you really don't know what you're getting. So it's, to me, this right here is a better deal to get on here, because a lot of times these cars are low miles and they're on the road running and driving, versus buying one from an individual, because they might be patched up and you get a pile of crap. It's like this car here. Say we brought this car, we wanted to bid on it, and we brought it. We know it's hitting the back, and we know we're gonna have to spend some time and some money to get it back where it's at. And this is just going, it could be any kind of car. Say we want to bid on this, and so we got it fixed and it's all fixed up. Then what you do is you get your rebuilt title like we did. We come in the mail. Sometimes Copart sends you a title through the mail instead of give it to you when you pay for the vehicle. We had to wait like a month to get the title. That slowed us down on the vehicle, on the Mustang, getting it done, because we didn't want to actually start spending the money on the car until I had the rebuilt title in my hand. So that kind of held us up a month on it. So usually, basically, a couple of weeks you get title, they send it to you. If not, that you can pick it up at the Copart when you pay for it. And then you take that and you repair the vehicle and just say that let's just say let's just say there's no damage now to this car and it's done, and you want to get it inspected where you can drive it every day. Well, some states, you can take the car down to your local DMV and they'll inspect it, and then you'll get the title in the mail 6 to 8 weeks in your name, and it'll be a rebuilt title. Well, unfortunately, there's some states here that you got to go through red tape just to get it. Like I said, in our state, we had to go through a rebuilder's license. So you got to get, if you don't know the process of doing it, you got to find somebody and get on the phone or the internet, and you got to find somebody that has a rebuilder's license and find out what they charge to inspect it for you. If you ain't in this industry, it can get kind of tricky. Uh, my advice is, if you live in a state that you have to have it inspected, is to call your local body shops, and somebody at one of the body shops will tell you if they inspect it, or somebody they know has a rebuilder's license and can inspect it for you. And in our case, I was raised up doing body work back years ago, so I knew who to go to and who not to go to. So I kind of already knew the ropes of the business. Once you're in the auto business, you pretty much know a lot of people, and you can get stuff done versus somebody that don't know. Like I said, best thing to do is go to your local body shop, one of your local body shops, and ask questions, and majority of them will answer the questions for you and point you in the right direction. So now you got a car that's done, and you find somebody that's got a rebuilder's license. You carry the car to them. Usually, like on ours, it's on Thursdays. They come up from the state. They inspect on Thursdays. Say our car's there on inspection day on Thursday. They'll inspect it and they'll approve it, and then they'll send the title back, and it come back as a rebuilt title instead of a salvage title. Then you're able to drive the vehicle and get your insurance on it and drive the vehicle. It depreciates the value. Some say about 20 to 30% off the actual retail value of the car, which if you're looking at a car that's worth $10,000, you ain't gonna lose $700, $800, $900, somewhere around there off the value of the car because it has a rebuilt title. Uh, you know, I'm not gonna do a flood vehicle unless it's a truck. Some of the cars, it's too much computer stuff on the new cars nowadays to even try to attempt to do a flood vehicle. As far as a truck or stuff like that, trucks are made to go in mud holes. You know, they get wet anyway. What's the difference? The difference is on a car, they sit lower to the ground, and your computer systems are usually mounted on your floorboard of your car behind the dash. So, you know, once water gets into your computer system and wiring harness, a lot of times it's best to change the whole wiring harness and computer system. And to me, it's not worth that. I'd rather just park the car in the field with the other ones we got, and just sell the parts off of them, and then come crushing time, they'll go to the crusher. Uh, we're gonna roll over here to a site that's very, there's a lot of stuff on here that you'll find useful, and we like to buy off this site too. Some of y'all might already know about it, but we like to buy off here too. No, wrong. Hold on. There we go. It's called Gov Deals. You can buy anything off here, lawnmowers down to, you can even buy pants off here, shirts off here. You can buy a kitchen sink. When I mean kitchen sink, you can buy just about anything. Like I say, it's a lot of stuff on here. And like I said, the homestead community, you can find this very, very good site to go to get stuff that they need for the homestead. We brought a lot of stuff off of here, and yeah, you can find some good deals on here. But as far as the cars, you have to be careful when buying the cars, because it's about like when cars come, it's about like eBay. They go crazy when they go down to the bidding process, but you gotta know what you're gonna buy and what you're gonna pay for it. Like I said, they all over. It's all over. You can buy police cars on here, vans, cargo. I'm not just a little bit of everything. I'll show you some stuff. There's cars. I'll show you some stuff else you can buy. Pretty much you can buy lumber off here. Fence panels, wooden pallets. Let's go down here and I'll show you the tools. That's all types of tools, a bush hog, hand tools, you name it. It's on auto lift. You can buy a lift off here. You can bid on a lift. Then you
can get tractor equipment, commodities, tables, everything off of there.
Yeah, it's just about everything. And if you want to save some money buying it, buy it. And bid on it and buy it. This is the things you can buy books. I think you can buy books. You can buy a whole room full of books. And some of this stuff right here at the end of the auction, some of this stuff you can get pretty cheap. It depends on what you want. It's going to thing. You can buy bicycles, batteries, all types of batteries,
generators, all types of things on there.
Yeah, you can buy just about anything. In most places,
plumbing supplies, office equipment.
Yeah, just everywhere, and it's all 50 states, and
they can have motorhomes and travel trailers on there.
Right, it's got motorhomes, RVs. Let's see if they got any RVs. Let's see. It's been a while since I've actually been on here. Let's see. I ain't got my eyeglasses on today. Here you go, motorhomes, travel trailers. You can buy them off here. We actually bidded on one of these a few years back, and while I was at the hospital with my brother before he passed, I was actually bidding on one of these, and I wound up having to be at the hospital with him. And my niece's husband had one for sale. So we went over that night after we left the hospital and we bought it from them instead of buying it from here because it was closer for us to pick it up because it was local.
But you get some really good buys on here.
And it's not just cars and stuff like that.
You can even buy a garbage truck.
Yeah, you can even buy a garbage truck if you want a garbage truck. Yeah, you can buy garbage trucks. You can buy garbage containers. Oh, and Homestead, these garbage containers come in handy when you want to store something that nothing can get in. Oh man, it's unreal. You can just buy anything. There's garbage trucks right there that you can buy a garbage truck if you want a garbage truck.
Like us, we need one of those boats that's advertised for all the rain we've had lately.
Yeah, we need a boat because we're all about to float. Yeah, it got boats, boat supplies, generators, you name it, it's on here. And like I said, I'm very well supportive of Gov Deals. I've been on it since, I can't even tell how many years it's been on. About years ago, you had to pay for your membership, and I did back when it first started, and here we are. I'm still on it today.
And there's arts and crafts for the homesteading ladies.
And it's just a little bit of everything: scrap metal, mowing equipment, tractors, you name it. It's on here. It's I'd go check it out, and the sign up is free. And like I say, different stuffs in different states. Uh, it could be even in your town. Even got motorcycles on here, motorcycle jackets. Uh, it's got, like I say, clothes,
Educational items for the kids.
school
Especially if
buses,
you're homeschooling them.
building supplies. You got your building supplies right there. So if you building a cabin or RV or anything like that, I check here first before I'd go out and spend the high dollar for the high dollar items new, because you can actually buy it a quarter of the price of what you buy it new for. Trucks, vans, trailers. That's over heavy duty trucks there. It's endless. You can spend, when I get on here, I spend a couple hours just looking around because there's so much on here. And they sell newer model vehicles. Majority of them are city owned, state owned, which is all of them. Majority of them has a oil change record, all that, and that's something you want when you're buying a vehicle, is a record, and all you have to do is ask for them, and most time they'll give you a copy of it. Like I said, it's a pretty good deal. You buy some good vehicles and stuff off here. You can buy some real good stuff. Like I say, it's just that it's clothes. They got collectibles, confiscated property. I always missay that word. Computer supplies,
Lighting fixtures,
bathroom stuff, lighting,
musical equipment if you play guitar or some other type of music item.
heavy equipment. Like I said, trailers, tractors. Like I say, you could put in custom cars, classic cars. Oh, they got them on here too. If that's what you like, it's classic cars. But yeah, they got them on here too. It's a lot of information on here that and a lot of stuff that you can buy a lot cheaper than anywhere.
Too much to cover, but it's it's real interesting and entertaining to get on here and look, because you'd be surprised at what all is on here.
And some of these others down here, auction deals, that's a good site. That's a spin-off of Gov Deals. I actually bought some stuff off of liquidation.com about years ago. That's pretty good. I trust any of these sites right here to buy off of. Like I say, usually you can find a search. You can punch in just anything, just a zip code. Well, there ain't no zip code there. Let's see how I do this. So you just punch it in there, and it comes up anything local, or close by. Now when I say local, usually you put the mileage or whatever you want to drive to go, but it's pretty neat. It really is. Like Rome, Georgia, they got a bunch of police cars. There's just some police cars right there. And sometimes on some of these right here, you had to be in law enforcement to buy them, but some of them you don't. Most of the time they'll spray paint over the decals, and sometimes they'll leave the light bar on. They'll take their equipment out of them, but uh, pretty neat, you know, as far as stuff like that. If you like that stuff, they just a little bit of everything, like a zero turn lawnmower. We know how expensive they are. And it's just all kind of stuff on here. I mean, it's just endless. Well, we're going to end this today, and